I think I'm the wrong way. Hi guys. I'm a jackass. I set this up on my phone and it's not charged. Um, so yeah, that's a thing that's happening. And it's so quiet. It's so weird. Are y'all actually here? I have no idea what's happening. I can't see anything. I'm like having a small panic attack because I'm like, oh, what's happening? Um, I've got to figure out how to like set my phone in some manner that isn't awkward. Because I didn't charge it because I'm a smart lady. Hi guys. Give me like a 1 second to figure out exactly where to put this stuff, and then because I didn't bet on this. I'm not good at being smart. I was trying to like, okay, I'm gonna just kind of do this, and we're gonna hope that everything. This is such an awkward ass angle. I look so weird. Okay, wait, because I wanted to sit. I'm gonna scooch back some. Nipple City. Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Yeah, I've got my drink. Hello, Bo. Bo's here, as usual. I have, tonight I'm going to be drinking the blood of my enemies, so cheers to you. Oh, look at it. This is like the most badass goblet. Hold on. I am going to have to do one quick, like, thingy thing, because there's some way that I have to do something, and I feel like I'm going to have to mute this. Okay. I think I'm doing it. We're just gonna hope that I didn't. Am I supposed to like turn it a different way, or I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Is it better if I go like this? No, that was weird. Um, I normally do this actually from my webcam. I don't know why I didn't today. I was just trying to like schedule it and not be like because like I low key fucking hide. I low key hide from you guys by just going live or randomly. Here I come. Is that better? I can't get back too far because I'm like, that's the wall. But yeah, I low key hide from you guys. Like I'm like, if I go live randomly, you guys don't know. There's like my big ass mic in the way. That's not even the one we're using today. So, Happy Tuesday, y'all. Bo, don't start your shit. He's already been on 2 walks today. He's just being salty. So, how is everybody doing on this fine Tuesday? Because I'm doing pretty good. The sun was shining today, so it made work a lot less stressful. Come here, babe. It made work a lot less stressful because the sun was shining. And man, I'm gonna tell you guys, when it is not sunny, it's hot ass garbage. Okay, it's hot garbage. So let's go ahead and get started now that most of my difficulties are fucked up. Next time I'll get this set up on my webcam. Emily, thank you for being a good friend because I was sitting there like, what the fuck? So first and foremost, you guys, it's been a while. Everyone, and I do mean everyone, is attractive now. Have you noticed? I'm breaking my neck over people I would normally never say. I'm like, oh, look at you with your waders on. Ouch. Like I'm losing my mind. It's so frustrating. I'm just sitting here like, oh my fucking God. Like every person I see, like every person I see, I don't care. I was ogling an old lady yesterday, an old lady, and not just like regular old, like pretty old, pretty hardcore old. And I was just like, hey lady, I'm like, no, help, it's been too long. Hey Bethany, you about killed me on my last one. If y'all have not seen Bethany's comment when I was talking, it's on my Milani Foundation review. Oh my gosh, she fucking killed me because she was talking about how we're just like, we're all gonna turn different colors. Bo, enough, baby. So we're all turning different colors. Amanda Beebe, who I was just watching her video before I came on, and she was talking about it. She's like, all my foundations look so dark right now because I haven't been in the sun. None of us have. Hey, Kara Jean, it's been a while. Yolanda, hey, vision of you. Hi, guys. Hi, Unique Star. How you doing? Bo, enough. You're getting yourself in trouble today. Sit down. Okay, then relax. He's getting in a mood. He's been, like, he went on 2 walks. He was wore out. I did everything that I'm supposed to do. And as soon as the lights came on, I started talking to y'all. This is him. This is him. Big nose, big mouth. He's about to just lie down in a second after he tries to, like, attack all the shit. But yes, everybody is getting, like, hella attractive. And I'm finding, like, it's everyone. And I can't, I'm like, down, girl, down. I'm at the QT. I'm like, huh, this mustache is alluring. He has a porn stash, you guys. He has a porn mustache. And I'm over here like, it's alluring. It's interesting. It makes him a man of the world. And really, I'm like, Audra, pre-quarantine you was not even messing with it. So let's see. Ooh, Carrie Jean, you've been in a laziness cocoon. Oh, I have been working. I've been at the workplace doing the work. Hey, Tara Gray. There's so many of y'all. Like, there's so many of y'all just popping up. I didn't even think to, like, make my chat slower because I really thought that maybe 4 of you would be here and that would be perfectly acceptable to me, which is why I hide. But it's getting bad. Like, it's and this is how bad I think that is. There's a guy who walks like I don't know, it's some little dog. And I think he was waiting for me to come back around. I don't think he actually finds me attractive. No, I think he's got like quarantine carnalness. Quarantine carnals. That's what we're gonna call them. We're gonna call them the QCs, the quarantine carnals. Thank you, Cara Jean. That cup, though, can we take a moment? Yes, girl. I was so excited when I got this. I got this last summer, and I have loved it ever since. I've been like, Michelle says, I'm forgetting what people other than my husband look like. I swear, that's where we're going. Like, I forgot what attractive is. Like, what I find attractive, apparently right now it's everything. Do you have a pulse? I'm attracted to you. Yes, Kelsey. It's just so insane. Like, I'm literally like just walking like, oh, look at you. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me give him some of this box before he like brings the whole thing down on himself. Give me 1 second, guys. Here you go, baby. There you go. Okay, so now it's going to get a little bit noisy while Bo chews on his card, but I opened up this box, and if I don't give him the little piece at it, he's going to worry on it, and there's still stuff in the box, and I don't want it to all fall down on him. It's like Fiji water, and so I don't want him to like all fall down, and then he'll panic, and then I'll just have to be like, bye, guys. So... well, Cara Jean, listen. As we all know from my dating nightmares tales, if you haven't seen any of them, I'll try to link them in the description after this. But fun fact, I have terrible taste in everyone that I date or marry. I'm not smart. You know, is this auto-focusing? Because I've never done this on my phone before, so it's super awkward. I'm like, ugh. Oh my gosh, I have so many more of those. I have tons of them still written down that I haven't filmed yet. because like, and they're not always all about like dating. Like some of them are just like, I have that. So there's something with my face. I don't know what it is, but it seems to make people like want to tell me things. Okay, so just before the whole super quarantine started, I feel like I'm so bright. Okay, just before the whole super quarantine started, I went out and I got hot wings too. Actually, they were lemon pepper this time, but they still count. I got wings. So I went out, I got wings. And this gentleman is sitting like 2 seats over. And he's doing the smile thing where like he's like, now, I wasn't really in the mood to have conversation, hence why I had earbuds on. But he came over and was like talking to me. We're gonna call him Sniffer. So Sniffer, like, finally ends up asking like, "Oh, what did you get?" And I told him what I got to eat. And then he comes over and he's sitting next to me and he's talking, and we're just talking about things, and we're talking about aphrodisiacs. And I was just saying things like how like your natural scent is an aphrodisiac. We all know that. We all have pheromones and all that good stuff. Um, Sniffer proceeds to tell me about the special deal that he has with another individual to procure already worn undergarments, and that's Sniffer. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he went into some pretty intense detail about how it's like he gets high when he sniffs them. And I was like, that is wonderful, Sniffer. You're, but there was actually, like, listen, there's going to be a small part of me, if I'm going to be personally honest, perfectly honest, that was like, well, how much do you pay for them? How much do you pay for those? Because shit's gonna get rough. So, but I don't know. I've been like that my whole life. I thought it was so funny. There's something about my face where like people just feel like they're gonna tell me all their deepest, darkest secrets, and I'm like, all right, dude. So I was like, all right, you sniff the. I mean, I'm not gonna sell mine to him. I could sell them to faceless people, but I don't want to see your face. Like, I don't want to, because if I see your face, and then like, what if you're walking in the Walmart at the same time I'm walking in the Walmart, and then I'm like, oh, there he is, Sniffer do. But it's getting like really intense with the levels of. That's what I'm going to call it. The carnal. No carnal pleasure has been had in a while now. What did I say? In the deviant behaviors class, we learned about people who pay for dirty underwear. Yeah, and I met him. I met Sniffer, and Sniffer pays for dirty underwear. I didn't want to upset anybody, but that is what Sniffer does. I'm sorry I'm sitting, but like, I'm tired. I had a fairly long day. It was a little rough, little rough. But yeah, no way I'm doing that shit for free. Like I said the other day in another live, my mother deserves a mansion, so you better pay good money. Yes, if I'm gonna let you sniff my lady bits, I mean not my bits, but like clothing that my bits were on, you're gonna need to pony up some good cash. A victory begins in the garden. It's almost over actually. I don't really PMS per se. I have endometriosis, so mostly it's just pain. Kelsey, you can tell me all my secrets. I think that there's a lot of, listen, there's a lot of interesting things out there. There's a lot of things people enjoy. They're like, I like a this, I like a that, I like a this, I like a that. They just like, I mean, they like whatever they like. It's cool. Like, they should I just think, like, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Do you. As long as it's not hurting anybody and it's not illegal, like, actually, you know what I'm talking about. As long as it doesn't hurt anybody, it's not illegal, Do you have a good time? If you want to sniff dirty drawers, sniff the dirty drawers. Like, have a good time with it. Nobody's getting hurt, right? Right. Sniff dirty drawers. I mean, you don't have to, but like, so there's the rantiness. So next thing is a PSA. Okay. All right. When this quarantine lifts, all of my single ladies, all of my single gentlemen, if you're here, all of these single non-binary folks, listen up. Don't do it. I know. I know you've probably been texting and Snapchatting and Marco Poloing back and forth with some crush that you haven't hooked up with in a long while. Now's not the time. Don't do it. As soon as the quarantine's over, don't do it. Don't go back to them. Don't go hang out with them. Don't go messing with them. Go get your carnal pleasures handled by a stranger. That sounds terrible. I continue my adventures in romance novels, and some of those sexy times, y'all, I'm like, people are into what now? They are. There's a lot of like, I would say unpublished erotica online. Unpublished erotica. There's a lot of it. So it's just very, very interesting. You know what, Michelle? Don't get too curious about how many people are into that, because you don't actually want to know. That's the thing. Whenever it comes to anything outside of normal missionary lovin's, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. It's best that you never know. Felisa, I'm just telling you, I know, because I know what's happening right now. I know what's happening. Everybody right now who is single, we're all having relationships with people. I mean, I'm not, because I'm brutally mean. I'm brutal. But a lot of us are over here texting. Hey, Kara! And Snapchat and Marco Polo and showing a little bow, doing a little We need to listen. This is going to get you through the quarantine, but when it's over, don't go trotting your little ass on over there and be like, hey, it's going to be the same shitty thing it was before. They're only being extra nice because they can't get nobody else. I'm not on any dating apps, but right now I suspect that people are not round robbing, like doing the round robin like they normally do. Normally they're all like, I can get somebody else. Now everybody's sitting there just like, nope, I'm going to stick with this one person. Never know when this is going to be over, because it seems like it's going to be going forever. So it's like, this might be my last chance. So I think everybody's getting their last chance feelings on. They're like, fuck. See, Kara, you almost sent us. We'll see. Yeah, I'm down for that though. So many people are going to have a trip down bad decision lane after quarantine. I'm so glad I'm a child of the Lord who doesn't sin, so y'all can, like Lisa says. Bethany, no, you did not. I'm a child of the Lord, and I don't sin. Bethany, have you been looking? Listen, I just know, okay, so this is why I know these things, okay? I remember a me that used to do these dumbass things. Now that I'm just like, I don't want to get married and I need you to get the hell up out my house. This thing is, I mean, it's getting a little, but I have yet, and I'm not going to delve into the depths of my DMs or my phone or my Twitter or my Snapchat. None of those things are getting touched at all. And there's a couple people in my Snapchats who would, but I'm like, no, you ain't getting any of that. Not happening. But I can say I'm not particularly upset by like some of the random genitalia I get sent. Moving forward. And then like another thing, just to get like slightly serious, but we're gonna not be serious the whole time. One thing I definitely wanted to kind of touch on, because I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, obviously. I think a lot of us have. And my best friend has like 20 douchebags blowing up her phone every day. I am concerned for her. Kara, did you just talk about the pubic mounds? I mean, I don't. if it's a lovely mound of it's a lovely pubic mound. He wants to set a drink on it or something. I don't know. Why am I sitting like a stately politician? Well, quarantine's bringing out the fuckboys, Kara Jean, everybody. It's getting to the point where it's just, we can't even, like, they're coming out to play. They are coming out to play. They're all of them, the fuck boys, the fuck girls. Everybody's like, hey, I'm like, get thee behind. Back away, Satan. So that's really where I am now. I'm like, back up, Satan. And even the one, like, there's one person that was kind of like, they get on my nerves, always bothering me. Kara, there's a lot of people that talk about, maybe the thing is they don't call them, like normal people call it a fupa. That's the problem. But he went and called it its actual name. So he called it the pubic mound instead of just calling it the fupa like the rest of us call it. Oh my gosh, Michelle just hit it right on the head, Kara. Do a plaster of it. Make some extra OnlyFans. Buddy, no, that's a bad idea. But yeah, I think the one thing I want to say is, like, I really, really want everybody to stop apologizing. So I'm watching a lot of YouTube videos. I'm watching varied content, but especially on like beauty videos, and I'm doing it myself. We just need to stop saying we're sorry. We need to stop saying, like, I know, I'm sorry. I know people aren't spending money right now. Like, we have to stop saying we're sorry. I just want to say that out loud. Like, just, we need to stop saying that we're sorry every time, because this, like, the way I'm looking at it, and this isn't meant to be hateful or harmful in any way, but the way that I'm literally looking at this is, I remember when I watched YouTube videos and beauty videos and all this stuff, I was broke dick. Like, I had no money, no nothing. And I watched the videos for entertainment. And I realized today that one of the reasons I started getting in such a funk yesterday was the amount of people who kept apologizing. And the apologies were really like taking me out of the reason I came here in the first place. Like, with all the shit going on right now, I wanted to be able to just watch your video and disappear and have a good time. And instead, it's like, I'm about to disappear and have a good time. And they're like, well, I know that if you don't, I know we're all in like a financial crunch. I'm like, oh, fuck, can we just, I was having such a good time. So I just kind of want, quivering manhood is a good one. Sorry, ADD. But I just kind of wanted to bring that up. Like, everybody, all you create content, please just like, please don't worry about continuously saying that you're sorry. Don't worry about saying, like, I know that we're watching our budget, because shit, like, let's just be like, why do we have to keep saying that? Because we didn't say that before when people were still obviously watching their budgets. So like, can we just have content without the, it's like when you're hooking up with somebody and you're fantasizing that they're somebody else, and then, they make them look at you. No, thanks. Like, they're like, look at me, and you're like, that was one of my Monday rants videos of how creators apologize too much. Yes. And Kara had said something about them taking her license as a Canadian, which is true. Yeah, the disrespectful stuff. Oh, shit. It's hard to read the comments on that. Okay, wait. You're going to see my nostrils. The problem, Emily said, the problem is the asshole commenters that get pissed when there's not an apology because they exist and they're toxic. Yeah. I'm watching all these videos about psychology and boundaries thinking this sounds so simple, but this is exactly how I ruined my 20s. Kara Jean. Mindy said, I've noticed the apologizing too. I think people are giving... fuck the haters, fuck the stupid commenters, more engagement for you, fuck them. Don't feed the trolls. I'm about to unsubscribe from a channel or two because of the apology. Yeah, so, because my thing is this, okay. One of the reasons that I'm continuing to create content as if everything is normal is because one, I have to like believe that some sense of normalcy will come back to us, right? I have to believe that. If I don't believe that some form of normalcy is going to come back to us, I I can't. So I just want to continue making content and having a good time. And I realized there's probably 2 more videos coming where I'm probably going to have some kind of apology in it about sorry if you can't do this and but then I stopped and I thought about it and I just realized I was like, you know what's funny is I didn't say this before. Like I didn't say like, oh, I understand if your finances are tight, you don't have to buy this. I didn't have this like huge ass disclaimer before. And I think what bothers me about it is I'm like, I'm doing it now as if everybody is like in a horrible financial crunch, but I didn't do it before. Like people weren't in financial crunches before. Does that make sense? Like there were people who were already financially crunched before, and I wasn't saying shit to them. And I feel like that's making people more aware of their situation when they're trying to escape. I don't know. That's just me. Hey, Britt! Britt Clark is here. It's like all of our like little. It's the famous crew. I'm just kidding. Wait, which oceans are we? Like 9, 11, wait, 13? Which oceans is it? Because like the lady ocean, you know? With the women? We're that. But yeah, I feel like there was a time before all this happened that I just did a video. I talked about good shit. I said I like this stuff. I said how much it costs. I would tell you then or there whether or not I liked it, whether or not I thought you should spend money on it, or if I was like, if you have money, spend it. If you don't, whatever. But it seems like right now, every time we have a video, like if you're doing a haul video, you have to legitimately sit there and be like, okay, well, I hope you guys don't get upset that like I hauled this before. Like, what the fuck? Just haul your shit, please. Emily says, no, I feel you, Audra, and I think it's been enough time since this has all started that we can stop apologizing. Oh, and Kelsey says, and bask in the positivity. And Britt's driving home, but she's listening. I've done that to you so many times, it's unreal. If you knew how many times, Britt, that like when you're live, I've gotten Kara when she's live before. And I have been like sneak listening to you at work, and I had to do all this like weird maneuvering just so that I could like get the video up because they get all weird, but it was cool. Because I don't want to get in trouble for having my phone. So I just like try to like get everything going and then like listen. Hey, Indigo, I can't read. I can't speak. Indigo, blue, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say indigo. I'm losing it. Is Lady Ocean like the pubic mound? Oh my God. So yeah, I mean, I'm just going to say that as both a watcher and like I like to watch, I'm a viewer of YouTube, I am a subscriber of channels, and I really want all my folks to just stop apologizing, please. It's making it worse for me. And I just thought, like, if I feel this way, I wonder if other people feel this way, that like when you're trying to escape, you're trying to watch a movie and escape into a different world. And if the movie is constantly referencing exactly what you're going through right this second, that's not an escape. So I come to YouTube to escape and have fun. And sometimes, I have some very stirring commentary, but other times I just want to relax and chill out. And I realized like I might be doing a little bit more lives than I normally do. Oh, India is such a pretty name. Such a pretty name. Because I am tired. Britt says, I agree though. I was listening to a video today and the disclaimer and apology was like 10 minutes long. Yes, and I've seen, like, if you guys are not subscribed to Spooky Lips and Fat Hips, that's Lacey. She's like the sweetest, kindest, gentlest creature. But and because she's the sweetest, gentlest, kindest creature, it really bothers me that people are like attacking her for dumb shit. I don't give a fuck. Here's the thing. I don't give a fuck if she hauled that shit 3 weeks ago, if she hauled it yesterday and it showed up at her house because she ordered it expedited. I don't care. This is her channel, and we all know what we signed up for. The world does not stop for us just because things change, right? Like, there are people who have always had more money than me. Always. There are people who have had channels that have always been, bigger and better than mine. But I'm not going to turn around and be like, well, now that this is happening, I can't watch your channel because it's reminding me of how poor I am. Girl, I was poor before. You're not making it better. Yeah, people are fucking cruel in our comments. That's what I'm saying. That's why people apologize. And that makes me mad because here's the thing. First of all, like, you can be like, I don't care if people, like, for the most part, I really don't care if people are assholes to me because I don't give a fuck about most things. I'm almost 40 years old. I don't give a shit. But when you are harassing somebody who's a really kind and gentle soul and sensitive and sweet, like, there's a special place in hell for you. There really is. There's a special fucking place in hell for you because Lacey does nothing but be kind to any and everyone she can be kind to, except corporations and businesses because they're not people. But she goes out of her way to be kind to people, to be nice to people. She is so unapologetically herself. And like, if you've never seen her on a live when she's like, or seen her on the Half Cousins, like, people will say nice things to her and she's always like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. It's like the sweetest thing. So people just need to stop being fucking mean in general. Don't be an asshole, but like, especially don't be mean to her or you'll have this old ass lady beating your ass. Okay, done. Do not have this old lady come up on your doorstep and knock you the fuck out. No, I'm just kidding. Fighting Pro represent. Okay. So a funny thing happened to me at work. So now I'm gonna like slide over into like being like less serious. I'm gonna just keep kind of like moving around because if I talk about it too much, I'll get mad. And then like, I mean, I can't fly until, well, I mean, technically, like, I can sort of fly. But anyway, so I bought lunch for one of my coworkers and like, she was gonna cash at me. But here's where things get interesting or funny to me, because she was like, well, I'll just cash out the money back to you. And I was like, oh, okay. So the thing is, I created this Cash App a while ago. I think I created it at my old job. And I didn't want to make it because I had PayPal and I was annoyed. And I was like, why don't you guys have PayPal? And they're like, why are you old? And I was like, fuck you guys. So I created a Cash App, and my Cash App name is Buttermilk Pie. Not butter, buttermilk pie. So explaining that to someone that I've known a month, like, I created it out of spite. I was like, buttermilk pie. And they're like, what's your Cash App name? I'm like, since y'all made me have one, I was like, buttermilk pie. So it fucking kills me now because she was like, I thought that was you, but I wasn't sure if that was you because I saw, she's like, buttermilk pie. I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, so India, what happens is, it's gonna take off with some shit. The thing is, and here's the thing, I think that people pick on people who they know will be upset. That's the thing, is that they do it on purpose. They know these people are going to be upset, so they pick on them. And they're like, I'm so funny, I'm so clever. I'm like, no, you're a pussy. Oh. Actually, I wish we'd stop calling people that because this is way stronger. Just going to say that. Way stronger. You're a penis. Because penises are weak. You can just, and it's over. And I just said that out loud. Like, okay. Bo, what are you even licking up there? He is licking the counter. It's just insane. I'm just saying that, like, we need to stop using, I'm gonna say the P word. We need to stop using the P word as a denoting weakness, because like an entire human being comes out of that thing and it goes back to normal ish. I wouldn't know. I don't have those. I didn't have any of those. Bo, I swear by all that is holy, if you don't get your down, Bo, Fine, eat the eggshells. Y'all, I wish you could see him right now. He's doing it because he knows he can get away with it. My son. Hey, Toya, how you doing? So give me approximately 30 seconds to, my cup is running empty, and I've got to squirt some more boxed wine in it, and it's going to segue into the next thing. Well, hello again. So, there's been some positives that have come out of all this. And one of them is this. I'm not going back. I'm not going back to the BC days, the BCV days. I'm not going back. Do you know what I did today? Okay, listen. This is what I did before my lunch break. I was like, you know what? I want to have some wine tonight. I don't have any wine in my house. And I went online, ordered curbside service for a box of wine, Boda box, by the way. I'm drinking the red blend. And when I got off work, I drove up to the liquor store. I texted the little number that's here and said I was here. And someone came out and they handed me my box of wine already paid for, and I just drove off. Listen to me, I am not going back. This is my new life. I hope they know that. This is my new life. This is my new life. I'm not going back to the old ways where I had to go in the store. I want you to bring my booze out to me like the queen and goddess that I am. Thank you. Good night. I'm not going back. I'm just telling y'all that right now. I am not going back to the old ways. Was it 3 seconds? Well, I tried to move fast because I don't want to be an asshole. Like, Did you just say I'm going to make myself a romantic glass of wine and a bowl of ramen? Treebirds. Kelsey's drinking Bud Light. The dispensaries in Oregon are doing that now. Oh my God. What, Bethany? Yes, Jen. So listen, this is a time to be alive. He is like, doing the worst right now. But this is amazing. I can't go back though. Like, I can't go back to no. I found a place that delivers to me with a $50 minimum. I'll be using them when I need to stock up. I had a few bottles of wine and whiskey delivered to my door Sunday. This is our new life. Cheers, y'all. Our new life means the alcohol is coming directly to our doors. We ain't messing with it anyway. Yes. I mean, these times have been dark and they have been harsh, but this, out of the darkness comes the light. Out of the darkness comes the light. And the light is curbside service for your wine. Listen. Got wine and cheese empanadas made by my mammy. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, Emily is like, I drove up and I was like, okay, I'm going to try this. I just texted it. It was like, and then literally within 30, 45 seconds of me texting it, this woman, this angel comes out of the liquor store. She's got my Boda box. I was like, ah. And she was just going to just hand it to me. And I was like, do you need my ID? Or she did check my ID because she needed to make sure that was me. Also, she knew I was old as fuck. So she was like, here's your box. And I was like, oh, thank you. So I was just like, these angels up on high that provided me with curbside service to get my wine, I thank you. I thank you from the depths of my soul. So that is the thing that has happened. Every time I do a live, I'm going to try to find a silver lining to all of this mess, and that is my silver lining for today's live is curbside wine service. Now, while I was doing my funny little country accent, the reason I've started doing this is because today I was watching Michelle Wong's video on, I think it was top 10 spring lipsticks or something. And I busted a gut laughing because I'm always laughing at myself because I'm funniest to myself. I was dying of laughter because she's like over there doing her thing, looking classy as fuck, you know, being Michelle, and she's like talking about Hermes, Hermes. And I'm looking at it, and I was like, shit, if I said it Southern, I'd be like, I got these Hermes lipsticks. And I was like, I can never meet her in person ever. Because that would be my dumb ass. Be like, you got that Hermes and the Gucci and the Louis, the Vuitton. Vuitton? Is it Vuitton? 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 And what's up with that channel? I like Channel 5. So like, I just like went on a whole little dumbass rant with myself, like thinking about what it would be like to meet Michelle Wong and just like completely destroy the names of every high-end brand that I could. Just like everything. And it all started with her talking about Hermes. And I'm like, Hermes? We like Hermes around here. Emily can actually pronounce YSL, Yves Saint Laurent. Yves Saint Laurent. I like to say it with as much spit in the back of my throat as I can. That sounded dirtier than I intended it to. Oh my gosh, Becky, yeah, I imagine. Because, like, you know how, so it's like, okay, so amongst all of the people that I actually know in my YouTube circle, and then I, like, okay, so Kara, I would have no, Kara C, Emily, obviously easy. Okay, so here's the thing. Britt Clark is short. I don't appreciate her little short ass being around me. She will make me feel like the jolly black giant, and I'm unhappy about that. But I will still hang out. We'll still hang out because she'd be so fun. Anyway, but I hate short people. I love y'all, but I hate y'all at the same time because I'm towering over you like a giant monster. Like, oh, you. Anyways. The secret to French is just not pronouncing the letters. I know. You just have to be like, I took French actually in high school for like 2 years. Somebody actually wrote a book about Appalachian women and their Agner purses because of course it's Agner. Well, the good news about Coach is you can say that no matter what. Coach is Coach is Coach. I didn't ask to be an Oompa Loompa. How tall am I? I am 5'8". I am a 5'8". And whenever these girls are wandering around like, I'm 5'5", I'm like, I fucking hate you. You little monsters. And then, okay. See, and we'll be fine, Carrie. You're normal sized. See, Kimberly, normal sized. I'm like being so mean. Normal sized. And then y'all, like, Kate the Great's like 6 feet tall. I don't know if she's actually 6 feet tall, but she's really tall. See, Fevy, oh my God, 5'2"? That's ridiculous. 5'3" with shoes on? Oh my God, Emily, I don't know. All y'all itty bitty people, oh my gosh. Listen here, see, because here's the thing. One of my best friends is so short. And I struggle sometimes when I'm talking to her to not do this maneuver where I'm like hunched down talking to her. I'm ashamed to admit it. Because it just... tall and slender meets short and fat. Listen, SpongeBob SquarePants. That is the shape of my body. My body is like just a whole ass rectangle. It's just like whoop, 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 whoop. You don't have a stool. You have a step stool, 5'3", and considered one of the taller ones? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound so incredulous. Oh, wait. Some people, I don't. Emily, I'm SpongeBob and you're Patrick. Oh my God, I'm dead. I cannot breathe. Yo, oh God, hold on. Ooh, that caught me off guard. I was not prepared for that kind of hilarity tonight. Mindy, I doubt that you're average in every way, just in height. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm okay. So I was a cheerleader in high school. Don't tell anyone. I was a cheerleader in high school. I was always a base. So I hated being tall for a long time, but now I'm just, especially because like the tall jokes are weak, you know? Like, you always know it's raining first. Oh, yeah. You know, it's like stuff like that where it's just dumb. We're a comedy duo. Bob and Patrick. Oh, Kelly. Everyone's taller there except her toddler. But fun size people can get their shoes on sale. Fun fact. I am tall, but my feet are kind of small for my height. Like, I think I wear like a size 7.5. 7.5. It's 7.5. Spur ass. Yeah, so Bethany, yeah. So as a base, you get used to just being like, huh, 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 huh. So you're not really like the cute little one that everybody's looking for. You know what I mean? So you're not like, oh, I'm so adorable and I'm so cute. So then you just grow up resenting it, and then you get older, and then I'm like at concerts and stuff, I'm like, heh. So I mean, I'm getting back at y'all flyers, whether or not you wear the flyer or not. Oh, I hate when people are taller than me with smaller feet. House Ray, I'm a 10. What? What? I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing. I actually used to be a size 9, but because of my thyroid, I lost a stupid amount of weight, and I'm kind of skinny. And I lost weight, and I lost foot sizes. It depends on which flyer. Some flyers were nice, some were not so nice, but like there were not guys sticking fingers in your because they were a large amount of them were, well, no, actually they weren't. We only had one. No, I think all of our, yeah, all of our guys in cheer were straight. That's another thing they have like wrong in a lot of these movies. They always have like cheer guys being they're all gay, and I'm like, no. There was one guy who was trying to like get it, but you were the nerdiest flyer. I was okay. If we're gonna like, I'm gonna admit it. I watched Bring It On. I did. I watched the original Bring It On. Do you know who I was? I was Eliza Dushku. I was the bitchy cheerleader with the dark hair. That was me by senior year. I did not dress cute. I was not into any. I was just like whatever. I got so bad. People were coming up being like, Audra, did you quit the squad? I'm like, no. I'm just finished with this town. Yeah. See, I'll tell y'all like one day about my whole cheer story because it's messy. But I just joined. We all joined as friends, so it was just like something fun to do. And I'm a Texan, and that's what you do in the South, in small towns in the South, especially if you're not on some kind of cheer squad or sports team. Like, are you even in high school in Texas? No, you're not. No. Um, But yeah, so this whole thing has been very interesting and very fun, and we're having a good time. Oh my gosh, I have so many like weird cheer stories. There's like not many, but like a few. Because cheer is like especially in the South, I'm telling you, it's like when you see these movies and stuff that really get like crazy about finals and like for instance, what was that movie? Varsity Blues was based on a town that was my high school's like biggest rival, and it was based on Odessa Permian. So they were cheaters. I will still say that they were cheaters. I will still go with that. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that, and I'm just like, and there is, yeah. So here's the thing. Okay, I do my get ready with me, and I wanted to ask you guys because I do a little commentary here and there. I do some get ready with me. I do a few reviews. Most of my reviews are actually like foundation reviews. And I did also want to just do like a quick note for you guys so those of you in here will know. There are going to be brands I'm never going to fuck with. I'm not. Me and Emily were talking about this today. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna. Don't come here. Like this is not the place to come to if you're looking for somebody who's going to like constantly advocate for inclusivity. Because here's the thing: it is 2020, and I'm done asking brands to include me. If you're not going to include me and you're just going to keep making 30 shades of white, you make your 30 shades of white, but I'm not talking about it. I'm not going to mention it. I'm not going to talk about it and like, oh, it would be nice if they would be included. I'm not going to talk about it because they're getting pressed anyway. And if you guys haven't seen Amandabb, she has a really good video about this, and I think as told by Kenya does too. But how they're just basically they're selling stuff on Black Rage, and if you're unfamiliar with it, essentially what this is they're doing stuff purposely to upset people in the Black community, and yeah, exactly, Kelsey. Bad publicity is still publicity. So they use dumb shit because everybody saw what happened. The one time Tarte really like fucked up. I mean, and that was a really now they're just suffering from like brand identity issues. But that was the one time they really messed up was when they released what was that found seal or whatever it was that they did, and the shade range was not there. And so you bank on and get ready for a lot of people to be angry and screaming about it. And here's the thing, my silence is going to speak volumes. Not with, I mean, obviously, if I had a million subscribers, my silence would speak volumes. There's no need for me to talk about it. There are ones that I'm just not going to have conversations about because, again, it's 2020. You are either being inclusive or you're not. And in that vein, all other creators, y'all don't have to say it either. You don't. If you like a brand that isn't inclusive, that's fine. You are allowed to like what you like. You don't even have to say like, oh, I wish that they were more inclusive. No, don't bring it up because every time you bring it up, they're just sitting over there like, somebody said inclusive, money. Now more people are gonna watch because then somebody else is gonna make a video about the same shit, and then everybody's gonna keep using the word inclusive. Wish they were more inclusive. Wish they had more shades. If you don't have my shade, that's fine. I have money to spend somewhere else. Like, I'm not gonna sit here talking about your dusty ass shades. Are you kidding me? I don't have time for that. Like, I just don't. I don't have time to argue with Benefit and their 35 shades of vanilla and their like half shade of tan. I'm not gonna argue with them. I'm not gonna sit here every day and argue every time they come out with some shit and be like, wish I could try it. Like, there's no point in me doing it because I've discovered that every time we talk about them, they're winning. They're winning. We talk about them, they win. They get to win because they know everybody's saying something and then everybody's looking it up. And that's what Amandabb has really brought that up. She's like, everybody looks it up and then everybody's buying it to try it. And then they're getting exactly what they want. They're getting all this press. Everybody turns around, they're all buying it, to try it, and then everybody tries it just to see if it's good, but also to be able to talk about inclusivity. Like, fuck it. I'm not about it, Physician's Formula. T even talked about Almay. Dusty ass Almay. Who even buys that? You know what's funny is like, for the longest time, I thought Almay was an MLM, but that's that other one, Avon. I thought they were the same. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I thought they were the same. It didn't even. But like that was the thing for me. Is like I know that I could definitely grow my channel faster and better if I have all the new releases and all the latest controversies. But that's not me. It's just it's not me because with what I'm doing, with the way that I bring makeup and products into, yeah, Flower Beauty gets me on that, girl. Flower Beauty, I'm just like, okay, Drew. So, yes, thank you, Emily, for thank you. That's the video Amandabb was talking about. I love, like, she gets passionate because there's things like that that I don't really like. I want to talk about, but I don't want to offend people. I want to talk about, but I don't want to make people mad. Like the fact that being a brown YouTuber is, ugh, it's hard because for me to find other YouTubers of color whenever I watch a video, the amount of suggestions that I get, like, oh, you've watched this. My recommendations are hardly ever other, like, new creators of color. Almost all of my recommendations, if they are people of color, they are people I'm already subscribed to. They're like, oh, we thought you'd like this video by Nappy Headed. Bitch, I'm already subscribed to her. Of course I'd like the video because I've already watched it. But the thing is, I don't need people to ever feel bad for your choices. Like just because you know me, like for instance, if you wear Jeffree Star, I'm not gonna sit here and not be your friend because of it. Because one, it's fucking makeup. But two, our choices don't have to be the same. And again, if y'all didn't know from the last live, I I was not there for all of the racist shit that went down. My true reason for disliking that particular person and why I will not have their products on my channel is because of how he treats his fans. I don't appreciate that. You don't get to this level and you don't get people who will like live and breathe and suck, the farts out of your ass. You don't treat them like that. They don't spend their hard-earned money for you to be mean and snap at them. That's fucked up and I won't have it. So that's a person I won't buy stuff. Jaclyn Hill, I won't buy her stuff either. Because she obviously doesn't care about the people around her. She doesn't care about how she does things. So that's me. I'm not going to mess with all of these people. This will probably be like hopefully the last time that I really go over it. But I'm not going to, and Britt talked about this a long time ago. Britt Clark, if y'all aren't subscribed, you should. But she talked about this a long time ago and why she stopped talking about certain things. And she said the same things I'm saying right now, is it just gives them more fire. It adds more fuel to their fire. They're able to just keep on, keeping on, doing their little thing. And we're all giving them all their money and all this attention. And that's exactly what they wanted in the first place. So let's just tell them like, fuck off and like, let it go. Ooh, talk amongst yourselves. I've got to get more wine. It's cup number 3. We only have 15, 20 minutes. This is such good box wine. Quick question. Anyone who's living alone, have you created quarantine personality so that it's like there's other people in your home? Just me? Okay. I own J-Star. Low-key Blood Sugar is one of my favorite palettes, but I wouldn't promote him. He is very rude and bad mannered, but I don't care who does or doesn't buy from him. Exactly. And that's the thing. I'm not... Thank you for... Of course, Bethany. We all need to keep each other company. Damn, at this point... we're all we see of each other. Like, used to, you could just be like, I don't feel like watching a YouTube video right now. I'm going to go out and do stuff. And now we're like, who's got a YouTube video up right now? I'm in Clam with Kelly. I live with 5 other people, and I feel like I'm developing personalities. I feel like I have so many, like, I feel like I'm just becoming like different people in here just so that I can do stuff. Like, I'll be walking around, be like, you know, I mean, it's like, it is what it is, man. It is what the fuck it is. You gotta do what the fuck you gotta do in order to get around here. And that's usually when I'm smoking and I'm drunk. So, like, that's what happens there. Ame and Avon, same level of suck. Listen, here's the thing, if I actually did a video of what it looks like, if I took video of what drugstore shelves actually look like when you're this shade, you get like 4 good brands, 4, maybe 5 out of it, okay? Which is why I have such a hard time, like when I do my foundation reviews, I have such a hard time trying to find good drugstore shades because they don't even, I mean, now they do because I'm like 5 shades lighter than I was yesterday. Calm down, girl. Calm down. But but it's just like, I'm not going to sit here and argue with people about things, about whether or not they should support. If you want to support somebody, you support them, honey. That's not gonna be why we're not friends. If we're not friends, it's because you really pissed me off. I'm a Taurus, baby. I'm gonna be nice. I don't know why everybody thinks that Taurus is mean. We're not mean, we're honest. Also, don't cross me. I'm saying it. Don't cross me. We will be friends. I will love you. I am loyal. I will fight the whole world for you. But the second you cross me, it's done. Like, you are, like, I pretend you're dead because it's easier. Because you are, in fact, dead to me. So, I love Heated Audra. And I hate when drugstore brands say 40 colors. Yeah, so here's the thing. Emily brings this up too. In the store, because online, yeah, they have 40 colors or whatever, but they're not in the store. And I don't care if you want to say that you're inclusive or whatever the fuck. I mean, let's get real. You're not inclusive if I can't walk into the store and buy your shit. What the fuck are you like, get out of my face. If I go in your store and I can't even try the shade, I don't want to mess with it. Brutally, my hubs is Taurus. He lets you know it's zero bullshit. Kara says Audrey. Oh, Kara. The pain water. I'm gonna drink it up. I stuffed it down. I stuffed down the tears. I stuffed them down. Crying makes me feel very uncomfortable as a Taurus. Yeah, I have like, you guys, so what you guys don't realize is even before all of this shit went down, like, I might end this with some weird stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. It's what, 9:10? We got some time. Yeah, so to round out what I was saying about brands and not catering or whatever, if you don't want to color my shade, honey, like carry my shade, you don't have to. There's a lot of brands, like, it's fine. I'm like, it's okay, Hourglass, when they didn't, like, they're getting kind of there. But I'm just like, it's okay, Benefit, if you don't have mine. I'll just spend $60 on this other foundation. They got it. Becca does. Becca has it. Theirs is $50. There's so many other brands that have, like, and high-end brands, bitch. High-end brands. Because this is the thing that these, like, especially these drugstore brands aren't getting. I'm like, oh, you don't stock your... Okay, that's why the fuck you have all these brown people spending $40 every time they need to get $50, $60 every time they need to get it. You think that we don't have any money? That's okay. That's fine. You can think we don't have any money. Kara, yes. Can they please stop labeling medium as deep in an effort to trick us into thinking they're inclusive? Because they're not. Okay, This is a fun game because, for instance, this shade of, this is my Milani Conceal and Perfect. I use this one specifically when I'm trying to do highlight. But if you look at this shade, there's a lot of brands that would decide that this is medium. Or they would like, and that's not even medium. That's tan. That's more of a tan. But they would label that as a medium, like as your foundation, not as a concealer, as your foundation. They'd be like, "Oh, this is medium." I'm like, "Bitch." Now don't be looking at it next to my face right now, y'all, because that's real messed up. That's mean. You're being mean to me in my yellow undertones right now because I've turned several shades of yellow. My legs are probably like yellow green right now. We're not going to talk about it. But they do this on the regular, like it's getting worse. And what's killing me, also, okay, complete side note, because I was just about to talk about super dark shades, which made me think about Nima Tang, and I saw her video yesterday and she was wearing makeup. Did you guys see her skin? Oh my goddess, her skin. When her skin, does anybody else like burst into tears when they see her skin? Like I almost started crying. Like I was like, like it was good. Oh God, she really is. Yes, Emily. She is an actual goddess sent to. I don't know where she came from. She is a majesty all unto herself. And could you imagine being in a room? Nima is so pretty, but let's not get all Silence of the Lambs in here. Listen. I'm not gonna wear her skin. That's creepy. That is, you're right. Let's not get there. But could you imagine being in a room with her? Would you not get blinded by the brilliance of her skin? I would be blind. Like that episode in Supernatural where the psychic goes and like looks in his brain and she sees an angel in the vision and then she's blinded by the beauty of the angel. Same thing. There's no way her skin is made of skin. It's porcelain or granite. Kerosene. Yes. Her skin, like when she was just sitting there in her natural ass state, and she was like, she was trying on Fabletics, which is bomb, by the way. I didn't even know Fabletics was cute like that, but then I was like, oh. Anyway, and she looks amazing in this lavender one. If you haven't seen this video, I'll try to make sure I link it below because you have to see the video. It's fucking amazing. But she was like walking, she was like, I'm gonna work out, and I put this on here, and I was like, a drink to those of us who do not have skin like this. Pour one out for your homie. No, I'm just kidding. No, but it was just amazing. It was amazing. So I was just like, damn. So anyway, back away from my sidetrack. But the thing is, I look at these brands who think that it's so cute and it's so funny. I'm like, y'all are laughing right now, but you're not gonna be laughing anymore. And they've kind of stopped laughing as much as Fenty and all these other brands are starting to outpace them. When they thought that they were being funny and cute, because ain't nobody checking for benefit. Is anybody? Is anybody really checking for their products? Does anybody give a damn about Hula? Anybody? Because the only thing I cared about from them was their mascara, but now I found better ones, so I'm like, yeah, you can eat that too. And that's the thing, like, the more that you don't include me, the more that I find other shit. Do you know what I mean? The more that you're like, I'm not going to include you in something, the more I'm like, I'll go look for other stuff. And then I just start sliding everywhere. Pink under, no benefit, we bored. I know. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is like, you can't, hey, Dim Sum Girl. You can't just be like over here. And I don't know how these brands think that they're just going to keep making dusty ass shades forever. And I mean dusty. I'm saying that they are not even hitting the right shade of, as Teresa from Teresa is Dead would say, they're not even making the right shade of uncooked chicken. They're just like making this weird, strange, like alabaster. Because I've seen that. And I think it was like Makeup Revolution or Revolution, whatever they're calling themselves. But they have some new like concealer foundation-y thing. It's new-ish. And I swear to you, one of the shades was like as white as this. And I was just like, I don't want to be rude. And I know some people who are white, but I don't think anybody is like lacking in undertone white. Like nobody is white out white. Like, what are you guys doing? I just, that's the other thing I want to get into. These unnecessary ass shades that they make. They're like, what is the point in saying that you have 40 shades Morphe if the undertone is dookie ass green? Who the fuck is dookie green? I'm just asking. So I'm just asking a question. Don't bother me. If you can make 25 shades and have good undertones, whether I'm included or not, just please do that. Please do that. Don't get weird. Don't start getting weird. Yes, people have an olive undertone, but I have never seen anybody who has that like I ate and drank, like I ate salad and I had some ramen and I drank red wine, poop green undertone. I don't know anybody who has that undertone. So it's just I would rather you just be honest. Just pull it back in here. You said, I am an actual, literal, honest to goodness person with albinism. I have no melanin in my skin, and even I have an undertone. Oh shit, Peppy. Fuck. I wasn't prepared. I was not prepared for that. I almost died. You know when somebody just hits you on the rock? Like I guess on the right side of funny, like you weren't ready for that kind of funny. You were like, yeah, she's about to say. I really thought she was gonna go, and I am this cut. And she was like, and even I have an undertone. I was like, damn. But I'm just saying, like it's weird to. And here's the other thing. Can they all acknowledge that like there are different tones of neutral? Because that's something I would like to see. Like I'm actually more interested in proper undertones than I am in shade range. Does that make sense? Like if you have a couple of dark shades, but you've got the undertone right, I would really, and even with light tone, I want them to start working on the undertone, because from foundation to foundation that are damn near the same shade, I can get them with the same warm, neutral undertone, but they're all like they've all kind of tweaked to what it is. And I'm like, okay, but here's the thing. There needs to be like neutral peach, and some people are starting to get there. They're like neutral with peach undertones, neutral with pink undertones, neutral with yellow. Because I'm like, listen, depending on the time of year and how I'm feeling with my tone, because I'm neutral, and as in, like a lot of us neutral people can kind of slide into being like warmer than we normally are. So I can do a yellow and I can do a red. My Uma foundation is more red. Obviously the Becca is far more yellow, but I'm kind of sad in the fact that really I'm going to put it on now and it's going to be damn near my shade because I ain't getting no damn sun except for today. My favorite foundation shade. Okay. Ooh, shit. Ooh. It's so hard because I have like categories. Right now for my daily wear, that Screen Queen is fucking boss. I'm wearing it now. Yes, the undertone is very hard to figure out. I think I need to. Yeah, so here's the thing. Another thing I wanted to talk about. Here's the thing. Because I was talking about this with my coworker. If you were ever intimidated about going into a Sephora and Ulta, when we're like able to go out into the world again, do not let those people intimidate you. Don't talk to them. I got mad the last time I was in an Ulta. I got mad at the I don't know what you would call them, the consultant or whatever, because she's talking to my mom and telling my mom like, oh yeah, if you can't see it, if you're looking here and here and you don't see a difference, then your shade is right. I'm like, bitch, you are incorrect. My mom is fucking brown. I was mad. Because I'm like, my mom's a brown lady. These don't necessarily always match for us. Like a lot of times our chin, sometimes my chin will match my chest, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes this matches my chest, sometimes it doesn't. It depends. This part of my body doesn't always get done. And as just general rule, the idea that these match is a stupid, like it doesn't, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Your face, like your entire body does not get the same amount of sun everywhere. It just has to look, like the tone has to match. That's it, the tone, the shade don't. Don't let anybody tell you that your foundation right here has to match you. It does not, it doesn't have to. It does not have to. The light hits you in so many different ways. It's so annoying the amount of people who try to tell you that you have to, oh no, if your face matches your chest, maybe it's not going to. It's not. It's just not. Like if you lay out in the sun and you do that, like you're gonna have, like think about shadow. You may have shadow right here, and this area right here. Right here is a different color. Who in the hell is going to be putting foundation on their face, down their neck, all the way down their chest? Apparently the people who use KKW. Moving on. I'm going to pretend I didn't say that. I wish Fenty would expand the face formulas into tinted moisturizers and such. I actually would like, I'm still trying to find a tinted moisturizer. I've been on I think I may have found one from Becca, but I'm not. If I get the money, if I have the money, I'm doing a whole ass Becca haul. I'm telling you right now, because Becca is my bitch. I love Becca. And I'm trying to figure out, so my daily wear, going to work and all that, is the Scream Queen. For filming, I actually prefer to use the Becca 24-hour foundation. I love that one. I actually really like that. It's very nice on. And I like the way, so the Becca one, if you get it just a smidgen lighter, and this is what I would say about that foundation, because it does oxidize a bit. If you get it just a smidgen lighter than you normally would, it's going to turn to your skin tone. I don't know how to explain it, but once it oxidizes, obviously it's oxidation, but once it oxidizes, it's going to be your same skin tone. I've always liked Bare Minerals. They used to, they really actually did, they were one of the first brands, powder, like when I was using powder foundation, that really hit the nail on the head with my tone. And then I used Pure for a long time. There was actually a time, guys, I don't know if you know this, but there was a time when Pure Cosmetics gave a shit about me. That time's gone, but there was a time. The tinted moisturizer slide off my oily skin in any brand. Ooh, indigo. I forgot to talk about this. Stop trying to tell me to wear cream anything. Listen, I'm oily, all right? There is a specific reason I do yes, you do not have a yellow undertone. A lot of people think that about a lot of Asian people, that they're yellow under because of bullshit racism. And yes, it's really fucked up, Dim Sum Girl. It is really fucked up because I know that. You are not. Everybody who's Asian is not yellow underneath. Thank you. I should know. Not because I'm Asian, but because, anyway, we're not going to talk about where I've been. One drugstore, one luxury. How's that going down? Ooh, if I could get my hands on that fucking Giorgio Armani foundation I had 3 years ago. Oh, that bitch was hot. Hot. I keep that. I don't even know if they make it anymore because I haven't messed with it in a long time. I got two. That thing, it was 60. That was 2016 money. So it was $60 a bottle. I got 2 bottles of it for free from Influencer. And so I basically got $120. Dim Sum Girl, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. I don't discriminate in my dating life. I forgot what I was saying. What am I drinking? I am drinking a box of wine. And Audrey, you're so lucky that you have such beautiful skin. You don't even need foundation. However, you should be able to freaking find one when you do want to wear. Yes. So, I have not tried the Luminous Silk. I'm on a journey right now to try like every foundation on the freaking planet because everybody keeps doing this thing to me and it makes me crazy because they're like, oh, well, if you do this, I don't wear a lot of powder specifically. There's a few reasons. One, as an oily bitch, I don't like a routine that's going to require a large amount of powder because it's all going to break down. Anyway, like I came home from work. This is my work face. I don't really get all crazy with it. I just added a little like highlight so I'd look less tired. But I come home from work and I'm oily. Obviously, I take Bo on like a 45-minute walk. He's finally sleeping. Oh, my sweet baby. He's fine. I take him on like a 45-minute walk. All that goes down. And then I use like one of those Rihanna blotting papers, those Fenty Beauty blotting papers. I use those around here. Going about my business. I never put, like, I didn't spritz or anything because I was like, girl, I'm going to be under these lights. I'm going to be drinking. I'm going to get hot. But let me tell you, I live in Texas. Okay? I'm never going to wear cream, anything. I have combination skin that as I've gotten older has trended more towards oily, and I live in Texas. Do you understand the amount of powder I would have to put on my face for cream products to withstand Texas summer? I'll wait. All of it. I haven't fucked with Milk and Umbrella. I don't know why I haven't messed with Milk. I think because I got some stick from them and I didn't like it. So I'm a blush slut, but I like my powder blushes because here's the thing about my powder blush though. What I like to do, so I don't know if you guys can see it. Is it catching the light? I don't know. Anyway, I have a lot of light and I don't know how it like I can see it. I look one way in this camera, but another way on here. Anyhow, bye, Kelsey. Take care, my little loves. But when it like so. Ooh, let me grab this right quick. Hold on. Let me. Okay. Sorry, I had to go grab this because if you have these like the trophy wife highlighter, it is actually, I figured out the best way to use this so that you can get them like so that you can use it without being a glitter bomb. So what I tend to do, let's hope I don't throw it like I do everything by accident. What I tend to do is I will use this and then I put this on. I tend to use a sponge, not a brush with this, but I use a sponge and like slightly damp and I put it in this area right here. And then after I let it sit for a little bit, I will go back over the area with like blush. Girl, do you know I haven't got a Fenty foundation yet? I haven't so just when I was finally narrowing it down, I can't remember which ones, but I was narrowing it down because I knew that they oxidized. So every time I went in, I would like put them on my hand. And I know they're like, oh, you shouldn't use your hand because it's not, listen, bitch, my hands aren't in the sun just like my face. Get out of here. So I would just be like, I'm like, this is fine. This is fine. But you need to be able to see, like, my hand is what allowed me to see the oxidation color. And they just didn't, this is what bothers me sometimes about going in the store. And that they don't know what you're doing. They think they're, like, giving you information. I'm like, no, sweetie, I'm trying to see what color this oxidizes to. That's why I'm putting it on my hand, not my face. Because I already have makeup on my face. And then it's just going to melt in with the rest of my makeup and I won't be able to see it. If I put the shit on my hand, sweetheart, I can see what color it's going to oxidize to. So before you come over here with all of your super knowledge, let me do me. All right, thank you, have a good day. and I don't mean to be a bitch to anybody who's ever worked in an Ulta or a Sephora. I'm not being mean to you. I'm being mean specifically to those ladies that think that they know what they're telling. And I'm like, no. The majority of things oxidize. So I really need you to let me see what color it's going to turn to so that I can decide which two of these I want to buy. That's all I'm asking for. So here's the thing. I used to have a closer representation of what I was going to be. Unfortunately, I am now getting more yellow. More yellow. I'm starting to get so yellow that like my red hair wigs, girl, no, I'm looking a little, because like when I was dark with the red hair, it was like so cute, but now that I'm not, I'm like, I'm getting lighter. But yeah, I mean, I just think that, yes, so I'm going to tell you guys why I like blotting papers versus powder. If you're ever wondering, so if I do put powder on in the morning, it is a very light dusting of powder, and it's not all over my face. If you have oily skin, I don't recommend that you put powder, like a setting powder, over your whole face. Use a very light dusting of setting powder on the places that get oily. Don't put it on your whole face, because here's what's going to happen. If you don't get oily here or here or here, if like oil does not show up here and all around here, what is going to happen is if you put that powder, setting powder, all over your face, you're still going to have this part that's going to get oily, right? But this part's going to stay dry, and it's going to look extra weird. Because if you do a very light smattering on like the places that my T-zone is what gets oily. So I only powder those areas. By the end of the day, my whole face is slightly glistening, instead of me looking like I have done something wrong and like this is all oily and then the rest of my face is dry as a fucking bone. That's what happens when you throw powder everywhere. Like, it drives me crazy when I see people do that, and I'm no makeup artist, and that's not, it just, I look at people like, your skin is like normal all around here and this is your only oily part. Why are you putting powder there? So yeah. No, so that exactly. So oxidation has a couple of things. It has to do with how it hits the air and as well as your skin, right? Because that oxygen. But so for instance, hold on. I'm grabbing more things. Oh shit. You guys are keeping me working today. You guys have me working today. Shit, I was not expecting this. Okay, so I have 3 very different colored, different shades of foundation. Yet, all of them, summer in Texas is literally, it's like walking on the surface of the sun. But all of them end up me. Now, one, I do have a neutral undertone, so that makes it easier. This one, though, has more of an olive undertone, but I can do some things to make it work for me. Now, why do I make it work for me? It was free. This is the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue. I do like this foundation. I just wish it was in my shade. I don't know if you guys can see that, and it's backwards. So I'm going to show you this minute on in just a second. Then I have the Uma. This one is actually more red, and you can see I use the crap out of this. I actually have this one in Brown Sugar T2N. I absolutely adore this foundation. It does so much for my skin. My skin always looks very luminous when I wear this, and I'm just like, ha! Like, that's what I feel like when I wear this. And then I have this Becca. This one has more of a yellow undertone, and this is the Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. So, I'm going to use a teensy bit. So we're going to hit the Becca. I don't know if you guys can see it. We're going to hit right here. This is one of the reasons I like to use my hand, because one, especially if you're looking at a full coverage, this is a really easy way for you to see if it's too much coverage for you, right? Like, this is the easiest way for you to find out. This is why I get mad at like the people at the counter because they never really understand all the different things people are doing when they put a foundation on their hand. I put it on my hand for a few different reasons. One of them, this is number one. This is a full coverage foundation. If you saw or you didn't realize that it was full coverage, just by simply putting it on, you're gonna know that it's some full ass coverage, and you're not gonna need a lot of it, right? But you're also gonna feel the consistency of it in a way you're not necessarily gonna feel on your face the first time you try it, especially if you already have makeup on, because most of us go into the makeup stores and the beauty stores with makeup already on our faces. So if you took a little squirt of this foundation and put it here to be like, you're not gonna feel it. Like, this part of your hand is very, very, very sensitive. So this is why when I'm testing a foundation to decide if I want to even buy it, when I'm in there, especially if it's expensive, if they say it's full coverage, I'm just checking for I'm checking for the coverage, right? So I don't know if it's getting a good enough view of this, but I can already tell, okay, the coverage is pretty thick. I'm also telling that by touching it, I'm like, ooh, this is not gonna need a lot. I can spread this out quite a bit. So this is also telling me I'm not gonna need a ton of this, right? I'm not gonna need a lot of this. That little tiny drop that I just used is currently almost all over my hand. But now that it's all over my hand, it feels amazing. It feels very soft and very smooth. This is the shit that I get. This is why I'm so passionate about foundation, because I hate that when you go in those stores, they don't let you do things the way that you do them. Again, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't have any. I'm showing you this because this is the kind of stuff everyday average people like ourselves need to be able to go in there and tell these people to fuck off for a second so that you can figure it out, because it's on your hand. This area is so sensitive. You can feel everything here. So if you put this on your hand and you see how much coverage it's got, you're like, oh, it is full coverage. I don't need a lot of it. So then you're also going to sit there and realize that even though this is $44, you're going to realize, yeah, but I'm going to have it for a long fucking time. Like, it may expire before I finish using it. I'm not that mad about that. I'm not that mad about the price. So you do that, and then while you're walking around, you get to see what it actually dries down to. You get to see what it actually dries down to. Instead of you having them put this shit on your face and then you wander around for 10 minutes and go, oh, I kind of like it. And then you buy it and then you get home. That's why you get home and you get the foundation that they told you to get. That's why you get home and you get pissed the fuck off. You get home, you find out that you hate it. And you didn't realize you hated it because you had this long to play with it. Whereas I like to get it, put it on my hand, rub around, check how much coverage I've got, and then I would walk around the store the rest of the day. I usually hit foundation first. Like, when I go in there, I hit foundation first, check it out, go on about my business. By the time I'm done, I know whether or not I'm going to buy that foundation. And as you can see, it did, this is just the Milani, but it did, look at how it did oxidize. Look at the color it became. Like, you saw what color it was when we started, and it did not look like it matched my skin tone. Now look at it. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly why you take your time. So I'm going to tell you, that's why I don't let those people mess with me, because if you look at this from when it started, there was a tiny yellow dot right here. I spread it all the way through here, covered my entire hand. It feels good. And now look what color my hand is. Oh my God. And that's why. So Yolanda, instead of swatching the 7 shades, pick one that you think you like and do this, because it's going to change. Because I know people are like, oh, they're not going to have testers anymore once all of this is done. I actually disagree. Testers are always going to be around. They've been around forever. Like, that's not going to happen. But I'm going to tell you, Emily, thank you. I think, I didn't even think about it, but I will tell you that every time, because I feel like people really try to tell you weird stuff about, like, your face and this, like, the skin on every part of your body is a different color. And that is why you cannot actually try to do that. You can't be matching this to your hands and this to your, you can't, because like even if you looked at my feet versus my face, it's going to be a different color. My chest versus my legs, different color. Different parts of your body get sun at different times. No part of your body is the same color. No one's checking for that. Literally the only reason anybody is noticing is if your face is orange and the rest of you is like white. Like that's it. That's the only reason anybody notices, is because your face is oompa loompa orange and the rest of you is pale. Otherwise nobody notices. That's some dumb shit. Yeah, I do have a few pointers on concealers, and I'm still working out a little few of the things I've been doing right now, but that buttermilk pie, Yolanda. Do not laugh at me for having buttermilk pie. Yeah, exactly. So Keisha brought it up. Our face shifts with the seasons too. So all of this stuff, your skin is not the same color virtually anywhere. Even the difference between your two arms, there's a difference between the color on both your arms. When you are driving, one side of you is getting sun, the other side is not. Nobody is checking for that. So the fact that you still have people in 2020 trying to tell you that like these should match and you'll be fine. Bitch, get out of here. No, it shouldn't. I need to make really what I mostly try to do is get like this part of my face to kind of match the rest. Like whatever. And Jackie Aina did a really good video about that, especially for persons of color and really everybody, but this part of your face tends to be a little bit darker because we're going facial hair. We're going facial hair. Moving on. Are you laughing at me? The first spelling, buttermilk. Why are you asking me, Yolanda? Oh, clowning me on my Cash App name. Buttermilk pie. So I don't know why people get so intimidated by a foundation. I don't know. I think it's because there's so many weird rules, and I think I might leave on this because I'm almost done with this class, and it's like 9:43. I gotta get in the shower, but it's very, very easy to, and for me, the only reason I'm insane about my base is because I've said this before. For the longest time, my mom wouldn't let me wear a lot of makeup. I couldn't wear. So I had to be very, very careful with my skin, do all this stuff with my skin, make my skin be happy. But with that also came the reality that when I could wear makeup, I did not want to mess up all the work that I did making my skin be good skin. So I didn't want to get foundations that were going to irritate my skin. I knew that if you're oily, there's other things too, even in the skincare. You can fuck up a foundation by your skincare regime. Like, did you know, like your skincare regimen, I said regime, but your skincare regimen, you can fuck up your foundation. Like if you are using a hydrate, like for instance, when I'm using this Uma, one of the things I try to make sure of is that a lot of times I'm not using as hydrating a foundation or cleansers and moisturizers. I actually try to move my moisturizers to oil-free. I try to move some of my serums to be less hydrating because that has hyaluronic acid in it. Hyaluronic acid by nature is sucking up moisture from the air around you to like put it back into your skin basically. So any place that there's moisture, your skin's just, so you can be dry and still over moisturize your face. So the second you get too crazy, like you have to watch, like for your foundation to be friendly, you need to know what kind of foundation you're using, what it is you're going for, what kind of skin you have. Me having oily skin, I need to make sure that my skincare regimen is such that when I wear something that is hydrating and supposed to be dewy, that everything underneath is more of a matte situation. Because I'm gonna, like some things that are gonna stop and help with the production of the sebum in my skin. Like I'm not gonna have a lot of oil production. So I use a lot of things that are like mattifying and all that kind of stuff. No. If you're asking if you're pressuring me, Emily, no, you're not. But yeah, so every time you get a foundation, that's why I forgot. Like when I first got this, I remember being upset and I was like, and I was so annoyed. But I forgot I had been using these very hydrating, nourishing, skin nourishing foundations. This is just a natural finish foundation. So as a natural finish foundation, it's not going to come across my skin the way that this is. Like this is going to just slide across my skin like a dream. But you have to buff this in, especially if you have oily skin. You need to buff this in more to make sure. Don't use a lot of it and make sure you buff it in pretty well. And if you do use a sponge, go back over it with a brush. You just want to make sure it's like nice and buffed in. It's going to help you with transfer. I'll tell you that. Transfer, if you don't want a lot of transfer, you need to make sure you buff your foundation. Buff it. Powder's not going to save you from transfer. That's why powder's not going to save you. Buff. So like I'm a foundation fucking fanatic. I'm so crazy. And I didn't realize until I started sitting here talking to you guys that I'm a foundation freak. So it's like, so sometimes, especially if I have a super nourishing one, I will use a primer as my moisturizer, okay? Depending on the day. Because if I do not have a good oil-free, which right now I do, it's the Alba Botanical or Alba Botanica. I always try to, every time it's Botanica, I make every word Botanica, Botanical. But the Alba Botanica is an oil-free moisturizer. Be careful when you're looking at moisturizers that talk about being good for the, like keeping the free radicals from your skin. And then what I'm saying is be careful with them because they may have more moisture for oily skin than you want. That's all. Bye, Neon Cartoon, or also known as Teresa, but you guys said bye. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. So yeah. Jen takes 5. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, this is what I do is like talk about foundation. Really, I do commentary mostly and talk about foundation. I do some beauty makeup-y videos, but I'm not as good at those because like I like old ass makeup. I was talking to Emily about that earlier today. I like old makeup. I like makeup from like 2 years ago. I like all the old makeup of 2019. And you're trying to show me the stuff of 2020. I'm like, I'm not ready. So yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, like I have all these different foundations. They're all going to do different things. And I'll start playing with them and showing them to you. But like, yeah, if you even like mess with a little bit of this is just a teensy brown dot. And you can see that that is significantly a different color. You know what I'm saying? So this pinky doesn't have any. This has a bit more of a olivey undertone for me, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I can make it work. There it looks good on my arm because like my arm has the green undertones in it. I have very little of the olive in my actual face. So yeah, I guess I will make you guys some more foundation videos. I am actually going to go to bed with you, like not with you. We're not going to bed together. But I'm going to get ready for bed. I'm going to take a shower. I'm so glad you guys hung out with me tonight. Like I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really didn't expect this many of you to be here, and I'm just kind of overwhelmed. And I wanted to say thank you. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to be doing a few more lives, and maybe in the next one we'll definitely just hang out with like a foundation and just talk about how it works for me. And instead of just like a review, we'll actually go over like how I use it, why I use it. So I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. Be safe out there. And listen, I know tomorrow it's like a lot of you guys are going to be home. Please do me a solid. Get up, take a shower, have some coffee, wash your face, put on a mask. I love you guys. Deuces!